Night before last, there was a bit of excitement out in the domain and a tree fell onto a caravan. Luckily, nobody was hurt. The couple in it were fine, and yeah, if the branch had been another metre over, I think they wouldn't have been so lucky. And it did turn out, they were okay. The caravan's insured, so those are all positive things, apart from that their holiday obviously got interrupted. But the warning is really about trees. I had some quite interesting conversations with the tree fellas. I mean, that's their job. They're arborists. They know about trees. And asked them about that because there's some really big old trees out there. And he said, yeah, they're not good trees to have in New Zealand. So he said poplars and willows are designed to grow in Europe, and they grow a lot slower and a lot stronger than they do here in New Zealand, where it's warm and wet, and they just don't grow very strong. They don't have very strong wood. So it's a good idea to have a look at. I mean, I know for me personally, if I know it's going to be windy or it is windy, then I always check out the trees. But that was a perfectly calm, still night with no rain, so it just fell off. And now the tree's cut down. There's actually quite a bit of rot even in the trunk. And yeah, they were actually pretty lucky. So yeah, I think it's a good idea for all of us to have a bit more of a look above before we park up. I know it's summer. I know this weekend there are going to be an awful lot of people out there, and they are going to go for the shade because it's hot, and they are going to go under the trees. But yeah, it is a bit of a concern with old trees like that around. So yeah, do pay attention where you park, even if it is hot. If the trees don't look particularly young and lively. Mind you, these trees looked healthy enough. They had a few dead branches, but nothing major. But yeah, pay attention for that. It's not a good situation to have a tree fall on you. It's been very interesting of observing how they've cut the tree down piece by piece and have taken, away the branches and put them through a chipper and cut up all the pieces, all the trunk and everything. And yeah, you can see all the rot in it. So that tree was going to completely come down at some point anyway. So yeah, please pay attention, look up where you park, and don't put yourself underneath dangerous trees, because it's just not worth it. I mean, I know for me, I don't like parking under things that block my shade from my solar panels too much anyway, but I know people who aren't so concerned about solar, especially in vans and things like that, they like to park under trees, and might not always be such a brilliant idea. So anyway, enjoy summer, stay safe, stay cool. Well, in New Zealand, if you're over in the US, well then stay warm. But yeah, take note of trees. They are friends. I love trees. I'm very passionate about trees and nature, but yeah, maybe hanging out underneath big old trees isn't such a good idea.